Hello everyone, this is Mr. Devil KG from SakyoPower.com interviewing new Nerd Josh. I almost said new Josh, but
I hope not.
Luckily for us, he's not, even though I'm sure he'd put a lot of us to shame. But I was wondering, so what do you feel that what does fighting games mean to you as a person?
To me?
Yeah.
To me, it's like, I've always enjoyed playing games, and like to be able to just take something, be able to take things that you could be weak at or whatever, and just work at it. Like it's always something to work on a mental point of view. I don't know.
Right.
Like when I'm playing like Street Fighter, I always think, how can I lane this out harder?
Right.
How can I like maximize my damage, poke better? It's a lot of it's a good mental workout. Like for me, like it helps me get away from like shit in life I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I find that like any fighting game, it feels like you're the one who's actually being the character, and it's your choices that affect everything, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, like, as opposed to chess, right? Where chess, it's not like that because you don't have total control of everything.
Street Fighter is kind of like that, but it would be like every matchup, the chessboard changes and you have different pieces.
Right, and different matchups, and like certain things can take 2 hits instead of just getting killed off in one. But I also wondered, what do you think of AE changes overall? Like, do you think that this game is going to be more played or less played in Super? Will people quit because they don't like the changes, or?
From what I'm seeing, like, I think more people will probably get into it because there's a easier top tier to feel good about.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people liked vanilla for that because it was, like, a lot of cheese. AE is not all cheese, but, like, my characters got better, but a lot of my, like, Arturo's characters got, like, nerfed.
Yes,
like,
they did.
I don't think they actually deserve, like, the changes they got.
No, they don't. I don't understand why they nerf damage on Dulcim.
Yeah, it's like, those are characters that are technical, and you have to know all your normals on matchups.
I mean, granted, Rose's Ultra 2 is still 3 frames, which is like DP, so.
But you can still safe jump it, and if you know how to
you can definitely bait it out.
Yeah, you can still footsie her and, like, take your chances, but I don't know. Like, if they did that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But her stand forward got nerfed, and her crouch medium punch, like, they took range off and made the hittable hitbox bigger.
I guess people just complain too much about it or something.
Yeah. Personally, I think these games need a little more time before we start, like, changing them too much.
That's the main thing, but what I feel is that I think either Capcom or the player base just wanted a different top tier.
Yeah, that's true.
Is because for the last 3 years, we've had basically the same top tier except for Sagat.
Yeah.
You know, Rufus still the top.
If you look at Third Strike, all the Chun-Li's, those are some sad times.
Well, it could be double impact and Sean could still be top tier.
Yeah.
You know?
Second impact, man.
Yeah.
Just with mediums.
I'd rather play Second Impact than Third Strike any day.
Really?
Yeah.
That game's cheap.
I'd play Sean.
Nice.
Do a Brazilian grab.
She's like the same thing.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I know you probably heard a lot about how the Japanese scene, or not Japanese scene, but Japanese game developers are kind of, they're dying over there, you know, because they just can't appeal to us Americans. And then you got MK9 coming out, and it's actually being really popular.
Oh, definitely.
You know, I think it's almost as popular, if not more so, than Street Fighter right now.
I guess, I don't know the exact numbers, but from Super to Mortal Kombat Grand Finals, they went up 5K viewers.
Holy hell.
We got up to 13K, I believe. So
God.
there's definitely a lot of hype for Mortal Kombat.
So, what do you feel that the Japanese developers need to do to catch up to the American developers at this point?
I think like the game caters more to America anyways. Like Marlon Pie's from Japan. I asked him if he ever played Mortal Kombat.
Right.
He said he didn't play it until like he came to America, and he played like some lady in a pizza place, and she did a fatality on him, and he was like mind fucked or something.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I don't. If anything, if people that play Mortal Kombat try to get into these other games, like I think it will help the scene in general.
I hope so. Because the more fighting games that come out, the more competition arises, because we all want to make a living from this, you know?
That's true, but like, I think the number one thing that the Japanese developers could do invest in GGPO.
Yes.
Because if you have a great game, or just a game people want to play, and the netcode's not good enough for Americans to play like a certain amount of states away, like pretty competitive.
We should be able to play from coast to coast, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And if you had good netcode on a game, the game could possibly never die as long as people want to play it.
Oh yeah, I mean look at HDR. I mean people still playing that.
Yeah, man.
And heavy numbers too. You always go on there. There's room after room.
Yeah.
So, I think that overall the Japanese are going to eventually come to a point where they hit that plateau and then they realize what's wrong with their systems, because I know there's a lot of people who love Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
But that kind of game style doesn't appeal to most Americans, right? Where you just push buttons and people die, right?
Yeah, or there's so many games that kind of fall into categories now that like people all mass to like one. Like people, would you rather play Dynasty Warriors 9 or God of War 3?
God of War, just better combat system, you know?
There you go.
It's the combat system that makes the game, you know?
Oh, definitely. I'm not going to argue which is better, but like, I'm sick of Dynasty Warriors.
I am too. I mean, there's what, 7, 8?
Yeah.
And that's just on PlayStation 2. Yeah. You know? You go PlayStation 3, they're still coming out ones, and they increase the number of enemies you fight, which is awesome. But
the 600 hit combos.
Right. So how did you feel about this event overall?
Oh, I love this arcade. Like, back home, we don't have arcades like this anymore in Connecticut. And to be able to go somewhere and play... When me and Arturo came here, people were like, play us in this game, play us in this game. And we're like, yo, let's play Sunset Riders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's play Karate Champ and like games we're not going to see for like a while.
And then you got that mystery tournament that went on.
Yeah.
Playing games I've never even heard of.
I play really poor games, and I've never heard of like 90% of them.
Hell, I don't it's like this one called Slaughter Sport.
Really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was like a one-button fighter. And it was like the button, you just spam it over and over again. So, and the life bars are huge. It ain't. It's the worst game I've ever played. Game? I've played a lot of bad games. That was the worst one I've ever played.
There was some Saturn Soul Calibur anime game.
Right.
I called it Sad Calibur.
Sad Calibur.
But I was trying to do verticals, and all the moves would like whiff. So I just did crouch attack over.
Oh right, the poor man's Zasalamel.
Yeah,
the
that's
chick.
what I used. Yeah.
Or Lucifer.
Yeah. The first character name was Boy.
I guess Guy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for. No, there is already a character named Dude, isn't there?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. When they're like.
Bad Dudes.
Yeah, Bad Dudes. Yeah, the brawler from what was that?
I'm bad. That game was sick.
Almost as good as Pit Fighter, but you know.